Greetings all and welcome back to Riders of Icarus. We've got quite a bit of stuff that I need to talk about today. Before we get started, I do want to go ahead and send off some mail to 12 Jamie. He said that he has been enjoying our series we've been doing so far, so we're going to say hello to him. Let's see if I can get his name right. Just going to say hello and hope you are having a good day. And we'll send him off a little bit of gold as well. So I've been a little bit on the busy side. As you can see, we are about ready to level up. I'm trying to bring the mouse up. There we go. Yeah, we were about ready to level up. I've done a lot of grinding off screen, and I figured you guys would want to be here for that. The way I'm going to do it is by completing this quest over here. I'm going to bring it up. One of our daily quests, yeah. All I gotta do is get one more gargoyle wing, and I'm thinking we could probably do it in 1 or 2 kills. That is not the mount that I want to be riding right now. That's something else I've been doing. Been leveling up some of our pets off camera. I went and got 3 more of the tigers. I kind of just let them sit while I was AFK and let them get some experience that way. Yeah, we just need one of these wings off these guys. The drop rate's been pretty good. It's pretty close to a 1-for-1. Occasionally I'd have to kill 2. I almost got him. So yeah, I've had a little bit of problems with my recordings here lately. Apparently there was an update for GeForce Experience. And when that update went through, it broke my microphone pretty much. There was a whole lot of static and stuff. I couldn't hardly get any recordings out that sounded any good anyways. So did we get it? Nice, we got it. Unfortunately, I can't roll back the driver for GeForce Experience because as soon as you do that, as soon as you go to an old driver and it connects to the internet, then it automatically inserts the latest driver. There's no way to stop it. So I'm actually having to use OBS until they come out with an update for GeForce Experience. Which, it's not a bad thing. I got extremely lucky that I caught that before I started actually recording Riders of Icarus and getting myself into a little bit of a trouble. Let's go ahead and turn this in. It should level us up. There it is, level 53. Awesome. Next thing I want to do is head out to the poison source and see if we can beat that lady. I see another quest over here. That may be a repeatable. Indeed it is. It's that cooking quest. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and carry on to the poison source. And I have a feeling that one's going to give me a little bit of trouble. We'll try to do it a little bit smarter than we did last time, though. So yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer there because I really do like using shadow play through the GeForce Experience panel. Unfortunately, and like I said, until they come out with a patch for that, then I can't use it at all. Can't use shadow play. I can use it to record the video. The problem is the audio. The microphone is there's just so much static there. Unreal. And I thought maybe it was just at first I thought it was my microphone. I was like, oh no, you know. Not good at all, but then I tried using OBS and everything was working great. So I was like, huh, that's a little bit odd. So I uninstalled and reinstalled GeForce, and that didn't fix the problem. So I didn't think this was going to work, but I tried it anyway. I uninstalled and reinstalled the video drivers. I even tried going back to a later video driver, and that didn't fix it. And then finally I hopped onto the website, and apparently I'm not the only one that was having that problem. And from what they're suggesting, it is through the GeForce Experience panel itself. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, I am so glad that I caught that before I had any major issues with this game. That is like the recording nightmare, to record something and something like that go wrong, whether it be audio or video. And there's no way for me to fix it because we're playing an online role-playing game. You know, if I was playing a single-player game, I could always go back and redo it, but not in this one. So she should be on that platform, but I don't... Ah, there she is right there. Okay. This one gave us quite a bit of problems last time. As a matter of fact, I probably need to go ahead and buff up. Should have done that before I started the recording. This would be a good spot. Not even sure what all I've got besides food. Okay, so we do have Constitution and Strength. I will probably go ahead and use that Strength potion. Yeah, the reason I really do like that shadow play is because I've already got all the buttons set up, so if I needed to pause the recording or whatever, I've got the buttons at my fingertip, and I have not done that for OBS. It's just I got too used to using shadow play. Oops. Alright, so we got our Constitution, and let's take our Strength. It's a little bit early, but I'm going to go ahead and use potion for him. Alright, we should be good. Let's go ahead and bandage up a little bit there. So I think last time I aggroed like all those dragons plus those guys that were on the bottom, so I think this time we're just going to stand still. Hopefully I'll be able to take the damage. Maybe. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage. I might move around just a little bit. Not sure if I can avoid her stuff or not. Doesn't look like it. I think that may actually be a dragon that's hitting me. Let's see if we can deal with that, because I can't take the dragon and her. Where's he at? There he is. So I've got to get back up there and kill her before this guy respawns. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Might need to drag her into a better spot. Those guys have quite the aggro radius, it feels like. See if we can manage to hit her from over here. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it did work. I guess there's just a little bit of lag there. Yep, we got her down to half, and I'm not sure why my abilities aren't working there. Yeah, apparently we got another dragon on us. If I can just kill 5 more seconds, I can use a potion. Alright, we might get lucky. Maybe. Okay, I think we got lucky. Loot that and get out of there. Ooh, we got something. Elite pet scroll. Not really what I want. Yeah, I think I got extremely lucky on that. So is that all we got was an elite pet scroll? I was thinking that hopefully she was going to drop a recipe, because I do think that she was one of the NPCs that could drop a mark. Or a recipe for a mark anyways. It's quite the trip. Really would like to heal up just a little bit though. Never know, something might aggro to you or something go wrong and end up dying for some silly reason. See, I've been doing quite a bit of work on that Star Wars. I finally got one of them up. Got one of them up for the, was it, Hutta. And now I'm trying to work on Korriban, get that one updated. I've had a lot of fun putting those together. They do take me quite a while. A lot longer than doing one of these episodes. You know, spend 30 minutes recording it, spend a few minutes doing whatever edits that need to be done, and ship it on out. But man, doing those guides, that's a whole nother ballpark. That's actually how I found out that my microphone was having some issues with the update that they did for the GeForce Experience. I didn't know what was causing it, but that's the initial how I found out that I was having a problem. And then after doing some more tests, I figured out what it was. So I'm curious where we're going to go after this, if we're supposed to go back to, what was that other place we were at? Alora's Sanctuary after this. Or if they have more NPCs they need us to kill.
How may I tend to your wounds?
I don't remember if we read this or not. We'll go ahead and read it anyways. The elves of Eldor are a hardy people, but even we are not immune to the poison of death magic. My treatments can only go so far. If we do not defeat the mages soon, I fear I shall begin to lose patience. I think actually we have read that. Noxious Lake has never been a pleasant place, but perhaps now some normalcy can return. Is that it?
I hope for the best and fear for the worst.
Okay, so it looks like we pick it up over here somewhere. Looks like this fellow has a quest as well. I do want to make sure that I get the main quest.
Life.
Okay. His voice for whatever just kind of cut out there. All of our enemies have united against us. Eldor stands alone against the Death Mages. What have we done to deserve such a calamity? Stolen courage. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but the Holy Stone of Courage was taken while you were helping my people. It shouldn't have been possible. It's almost as if the thief knew our very patrol routes. The thief headed to the island at the end of the canyon. Go quickly.
We must stop the Chaos Elves. We must stop the Chaos Elves.
Let's go ahead and pick up this side quest. We'll probably work on this side quest and call it a video. I'm not sure exactly what we need to do.
The wilds hold the answer.
The power of death magic is really quite interesting. It's completely unlike any spells used by elven kind. I'd love the opportunity to study it more closely. For pure academic purposes, of course. Undying Heart. Necromancy is forbidden among the elves, but I can't help but wonder how the bone dragons are able to move and fly when their flesh has long turned to dust. At the risk of invoking taboo, would you be so kind as to investigate the remains for me? These stay close to their summoners. I think it's supposed to say they stay close to their summoners in the floating islands around Noxious Lake. So what does he want? He wants 10. Oh, wow. I'm not sure we have enough time for that.
Nature bless you. Starlight guides you.
Well, let's go find out. And actually, sitting there looking at it, I think we have probably just enough time to figure out what this quest is. I don't think we'll have enough time to do the Dragon Hearts and come all the way back. Well, maybe. It is right here. We'll see. Give it a shot. It really depends on how bad the drop rates are. I can't control that. So I think those are those bone dragons that we were running into earlier. And that took us about 30 to 40 seconds to take one down. I was also trying to be careful not to run him into into one of those flying fish. I didn't really want to deal with the fish and the dragon since we were after the princess. Guess these guys are 322. There they are right there. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, I guess we'll just work on these guys. Yeah, that's not the only thing that I've had a problem with. We had a storm the other day. And I think my monitor finally said I'm done with you. Yeah, electricity went out, and even though it is plugged in, or was plugged into a power supply, not a power supply, but a, oh, my brain is totally fried. Anyways, yeah, it played out on me. So I ended up getting got a new monitor. Well, it's actually a television. So I shouldn't have any problems being able to see stuff anymore. Yeah, there's no reason, I shouldn't have to buy glasses, I just need a bigger monitor. That was what the problem was. So no more excuses on that end. It does take a little bit of getting used to, though. I'm not sure why, but the screen is a lot brighter than my old monitor was. I even had to turn down the brightness quite a bit. And yeah, I'm just able to see stuff that I could not see on the other monitor. Things were just way too dark. Matter of fact, 7 Days to Die on my old monitor, playing that game, whenever it came nighttime, I couldn't see 2 or 3 foot in front of me, even with the torch out. You know, I'd try to light the area up, and it was just almost impossible to see anything. Now with this one, I've tried my best to try to turn down the settings to make it hard to see. It's just extremely bright television. Kind of good and kind of bad. I'm also able to see things that I couldn't see with that monitor, which was in a way kind of good. Now I can see a lot of, I guess anti-aliasing is what it would be called. A lot of issues there. And my other monitor kind of made things look a little bit nicer, I guess you could say. Actually, I kind of need to get that, don't I? Yeah, the drop rate's not too bad so far. I guess part of the reason is having the monitor be so much larger than what I was used to. I couldn't see a lot of the stuff that I can see now, like this platform. Well, I better take a potion. Take it. There you go. Took long enough. With my current monitor, this platform is so large that I can see a lot of the stuff, little details in the platform that I could not see with my other monitor. And like I said, sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's not so good. The ground textures and everything look okay, but I'm sitting here looking at the trees and now all of a sudden I can see what other people have been talking about. And I'm not saying just this games in general. A lot of trees really don't look all that great. It looks like a 2D piece of mess. Does he have a ranged attack? Okay, no, good. We're good then. Yeah, I think we're gonna go a little bit long, but I'm trying to hurry up and get this one done as quick as we can. We may just go ahead and finish this part out and save the turn in for next time. Since it is a little bit of a trek. And we also do have a quest right there to work on. Yeah, it's hard to believe we are getting fairly close to being done with this game. 2 more levels, but I'm sure we're only going to get about a level or so out of it before we actually finish everything off. Just a couple more questing hubs. Been toying with the ideas of trying to figure out what to do next after we're done with this game. I'm not too sure if we're going to go back to Star Wars, and the only reason I'm not really sure that I want to go straight back into Star Wars after playing this is because I am working on those guides and I don't want to get burned out on it. if I could, I would like to have the guides finished before we start doing a... What did I get there? Brilliant power made from ground dragon bones used to craft the mark needed to tame Povagon. Okay. We still don't have the recipe though. And she does drop a recipe, I believe. Wherever she went, I don't think she's on this platform. Arium or Aria or whatever her name is. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what we're going to play after this. Need to give it some more thought. Well, I mean, I have been giving it thought. It's just... I need to buckle down and really give it some thought, because we are getting fairly close. I couldn't imagine... Oh, I give this game another week, maybe, if that. Still can't believe how many episodes we've gone through. Over 200. I think this is number 204 or 5. Something around there. Alright, so we need 4 more of these hearts. I think our drop rate kind of went south on us. And we are killing the same ones over and over. There we go. What do you think the odds are of killing 3 dragons and getting 3 hearts now? Probably not very good, but we're gonna try. Yeah, playing this has kind of made me want to get back into first-person shooters. Unfortunately, there's only one that I can think of right off the top of my head, and I don't want to get back into that for all the swearing that was in it. There was one. Unfortunately, it sounds like the producers kind of gave up on it. They haven't been rolling any updates out for the game, and as a matter of fact, from what I've heard, you can't even hardly get the game to run on Windows 10 without doing a whole lot of finagling. That's how long it's been since they've actually tried to update the game. There is PlanetSide, but I don't really feel like that's much of a game. I feel like that'd be something that you would sit down and play for an evening or something like that. I'd rather try to find a little bit more of a permanent game that we could play for a month or whatever. Did we kill all the dragons off? Let's see if we can find some more over here. Another problem I ran into after I got my recording software all figured out in OBS, you know, I got that working. One thing I didn't like is I wasn't able to actually record it as a game. I'm having to record this as a screen capture, basically, not a game capture. Which is the problem that I ran into, because there was at one point in time I was actually trying to stream the game. I forgot all about that. And I couldn't stream it because of that. I'm not too sure what caused that. The only thing I could think of is they've got the anti-cheat shield. I'm kind of wondering if maybe that doesn't mess with things. I have no idea. Getting quite a few of those powders there. Still need 3 more hearts. It's gonna take us another hour to get those. I wasn't expecting this episode to take this long. I just kind of wanted to push something out. I was getting fairly close to bedtime. I was like, well, I want to have something ready for in the morning so I don't have to get up quite so early and start recording. So it'll be morning for you guys. It's actually nighttime for me. Alright, 2 more. Hopefully they'll be nice to me. Well, the fish isn't going to be very nice though. I think I accidentally hit him. So we can get away from that waterfall. It's getting kind of loud. Or not. We'll deal with it. I'll get away from it after we kill this guy. I think we changed targets by accident. Well, that fish is going to do me in. Alright, got one of them. So we can find a safe place to kind of heal up a little bit here. Actually, let's head down south. It looks like there's some down that way. And that way next time we'll be close to our quest giver as well. That's probably going to be enough. I doubt I need any more healing after that. As long as I avoid those fish. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and make our way to that quest giver, and then we will call it an episode. And that way we'll be there next time. Yeah, I'm not sure if these guys are going to make it all the way up to 55 or not. I may just go ahead and put this guy in my gear. I'm not sure. I will think about that overnight. I need to leave some of these others out overnight so that they can level up if I can remember to do that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and log out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, have a good one.